Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
There's a storm on the horizon. There's water where we thought it could not be. Every city, every town has watched that wall come down as the river takes our dreams out to the sea. One by one we lose conviction. Devastation breeds confusion in the soul. Smashed and battered, beaten down. We've been pushed to higher ground by a force that we once thought we could control. Rock of ages cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Give me shelter from the storms of this troubled land. Troubled land. There's a war on the horizon, and there's danger where we thought it could not be. Waves of prejudice and fear have made their presence clear through hateful deeds that flood our hearts with misery. One by one we lose conviction as we struggle through our anger to hold on. Reach it out in freedom's name through illusions that are pain. We are skeletons of faith, yet we are strong. Oh, rock of ages, clip for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Give me shelter from the storm of this trouble. Of this troubled land. Oh, we suffer through the arrogance, suffer through the hate, suffer through indignities that ignorance creates. Suffer war and violence from those who seek to gain. We suffer from injustice done in someone's holy name. We suffer lies that we've been told, subtle acts of mind control, logic that corrupts us as we slowly lose our way. We give our blood, we take a stand as the current sweeps the land. Voices of the elders come, guide us safely to that rock of ages. And all we hope to be within that shelter from the storm of this trouble. A rock of ages cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Give me shelter from the storm of this trouble. let me hide myself in thee. Oh, 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 Rock of Ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Rock of Ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Rock of Ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rock of Ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
My name is Ralph Litwin. The show is Horses Sing None of It, and we have with us tonight Kim and Reggie Harris.
Thank you, Ralph.
That's right. We are
It's our-
glad to be here.
Well, it's our thrill to have you here. I saw you guys about 8 years ago at the Northeast Folk Alliance convention, and I was so impressed that that image of your energy and your music stayed with me all this time until I could finally book you on the show.
Well, thank you. That's
Yes, we appreciate the persistence. Definitely. So great. And we love that. We love the title of the show. We were talking about that before we came on air about the, is it folk music? Well, don't see horses singing none of it. Love that. That is so cool. So glad to be here.
Well, thank you. Do you want to give us another tune, or do you want to tell us something?
Oh, well, we could tell you the secret of life, but I think it's a little early in the show for that. So
We'll go with another
perhaps
tune.
we'll do another tune.
Reggie and I are originally from Philadelphia, and
And we moved.
we moved. We now live near Albany, New York, but we travel all over the country, and we spend a lot of time not only driving through this area between home and my mom's house, but we also just spend a lot of time on the road performing at schools and coffee houses and churches and parks and pretty much anywhere where people will set up a couple of mics and let us do some singing.
We sit alone together, each from a different world, suspicious of each other, position flags unfurled.
So much lies broken between us, lines of connection done. Standing in ruins of pain and mistrust, searching for common ground.
So we stumble through our points of view, logic falls apart. In that moment of confusion, we see a place to start through the windows of the We sit in silence and wonder, where do we go from here? Frustration dragging us under, no resolution clear.
desperation to turn this world around. Each of our faces a mirror, searching for common ground. So we lower our defenses, watch them fall apart. In that moment of confusion, we see a place to start. Through the windows of the So we lower our defenses, watch them fall apart.
Watch 'em fall apart.
In that moment of communion, we see a place to start. Through the windows of the
Was there a moment when either you or both of you, the light went off and you said, this is what I want to do with my life?
Oh yeah.
Well, in terms of singing, I think, well, we both were singing from the time that we were very young. We didn't know each other, but we were both singing in our churches and
Schools.
singing at school. And I think when I met Reggie, then I knew I wanted a singing partner. Until then, I wasn't so sure about that whole thing. But after I met him, I said, he knows how to do harmony and he's cute, so you know.
Oh, well. I think for me, we'd been singing for a couple of years together, and we were going to Temple University, and I think for me, we were the musical relief at a comedy club in Philadelphia. And we had 20 minutes just before the headliner.
And a lot of them were very new comedians, so there was a lot of relief needed at various times. Lots of relief.
So we would go on and sort of, give the audience a chance to sort of refresh their comedic Jones or whatever. And I think one of those nights, when I really saw the impact that music could have, certainly during that time. And then there was always also the first time we took a road trip to play a gig. We got a gig out at St. Bonaventure University, and it was a 7-hour drive, and we were on the road.
And we survived.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We survived the drive, and we didn't kill each other.
Right, so we said, maybe we'll sing together permanently. Yeah.
All right. Of course, there have been about 160,000 moments since then, but we don't have to get into that.
But actually, one of the things we love to do is to invite people to sing along with us. And you've got this great studio audience here. Now, give yourselves a hand just so everybody knows you're real. There you are.
They're here. They're real. And they're dressed so nicely.
And they really are. Now, you can't see it at home, but they're all in formal
attire,
wear.
yes.
Yeah, they got on tuxes.
I feel so unkempt.
Yeah, it's amazing. So anyway, but we're also going to invite everybody at home to sing, too. This is one of the, we're going to do a spiritual from the days of the Underground Railroad, when songs were used not only as songs of faith, but also as very practical songs of freedom by people escaping from slavery. And many people who escaped on the Underground Railroad actually came right through the state of New Jersey as they were making their way to freedom. And some of them sang, "Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water."
Gonna trouble the water. Come on and wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Now God's gonna trouble. Sing a little bit louder now. Wade in the water, yeah. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, with those children all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. They must be the ones that Moses led. God's gonna trouble. Oh, now tell me, who were those children all dressed in white? You say God's gonna trouble the water. They must be the ones getting ready. God's gonna trouble the water. Come on and wade now, wade in the water. Oh, wade in the water. Wade in the water now. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, who are those children all dressed in blue? God's gonna trouble the water. Well, they must be the ones that made it through. God's gonna trouble the water. Come on, children, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble. Sing it one more time. Yeah, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble.
They'll never catch us, children. We're walking by day and by night.
God's gonna trouble. God's gonna trouble the
All right.
All right, thanks.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
singing. Thanks.
All right. Well, I imagine that people watching on their TV now are saying to themselves, how can I find out more about Kim and Reggie Harris?
Oh, well, we try to make that as easy as
So
possible.
we're
We
going to tell
do.
them where to look. www.kimandreggie.com.
We worked long and hard.
They can find out information about these various recordings.
We started off actually tonight with the title cut from Rock of Ages, and that's one of our CDs.
I got a shot of that now.
All right.
And
And that Wade in the Water, well, you can find that on Steal Away. We did a whole CD of songs of the Underground Railroad with some of the history about the secret code terms and what people had to do to try to get away from slavery. And there were so many brave people that helped them out on the way to freedom. And actually, we're going to do another song from that
Steal
CD.
Away.
Yeah.
We were recording the Steal Away album, and
Back in '84,
oh,
back
yeah,
when,
actually.
remember vinyl? Remember that? Yeah. Yeah.
some of the young people say today, you know, my goodness, you can play both sides? Our first recording was on vinyl, and it was called Music in the Underground Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the project, we came across some letters written by slaves who had escaped. And the remarkable thing was that these letters are just, they're so heart-wrenching. People just talking about their feelings of having made their escape and yet having left so many people behind. So
And I say, you
that's
know,
really-
freedom is so good, but my heart is breaking. So we combine those sentiments with some of the secret code terms of the Underground Railroad. People saying things like, when you got that knock on your door late at night, before you would let anybody in, no matter what the color of their skin, you would make sure that they really were working on the freedom train, or the gospel train, as the Underground Railroad was known. And some of those secret code words went like this. You travel late, neighbor?
It's a dark night.
Shall I bring a lantern?
No, the North Star is bright.
You know, the wind blows from the south today.
My burden is very heavy.
That meant there's a runaway in the area, and a heavy burden meant that there might be 10 or 12 people. So you'd have to have enough hiding places and enough food and clothes and a way to get them to the next station on the Underground Railroad.
The moon is away tonight. The weather is so fine. Weary travelers will be happy on the line. Wasn't so long ago that I was on that train, moving away, heaven bound.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee one by one.
It was at harvest time that the southern breeze did blow. I heard the gospel train, and I knew I had to go.
Oh, I'm gonna send thee two
The
by
journey was long and hard, and 3 did nearly die, moving away, heaven bound. And I miss you now, when the snow falls around me. The chains that I used to wear are wrapped around my heart, and I need you now, for my burden is so heavy. Without you here,
without you here.
heaven is less than
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 4 by 4.
Will you be traveling late when the sun has lost its light? Shall I bring a lantern? The North Star is bright. They tell me the shepherd calls. She comes for you tonight. Moving away, heaven bound. And I miss you now, when the snow falls around me.
I miss you
The chains that I used to wear are wrapped around my heart, and I need you now, for my burden is so heavy. Without you here,
without you here.
heaven is less than fair.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 6 by 6, 6 for the 6 that never got
and I'm gonna send these 7 by 7. Oh, 7 for the 7 that never got to heaven.
We just have time to thank you so much for coming and sharing your music, and I guess we can show your website one more time, www.kimandreggie.com, for more information on your touring schedule, your music, your recordings, etc.
All right. And thanks so much for having us.
You
And-
didn't ask
Our
us any
pleasure.
of those embarrassing personal questions you promised to ask. Well, we'll
Lucky
come
for
back.
you.
Yeah. Actually, and would you play harmonica with us on this last song?
I never thought you'd ask.
Okay. Just happen to have one. Actually, this is a song that is from the days of the spirituals, and also, like so many of the spirituals, was also used not only Underground Railroad times, but also during the modern civil rights movement. And it's a song that I'm sure the audience knows and everybody at home knows, so help us out singing This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine.
Thanks for having us today.
Our pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, way down in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, the light that shines is the light of love. Lights the darkness from above. Shines on me and it shines on you. Shows what the power of love can do. I'm gonna shine my light both far and near. Shine my light both bright and clear. If there's a dark corner in this land, let my little light shine.